Everybody loves the story of the nerdy guy who wins over the popular girl's heart and becomes her love interest even though he clearly isn't ready for it. This story, however, is a bit different. While this guy had no intention of winning over the girl and doesn't even like socializing with people, period, he wins the girl's heart and she spends a portion of the show trying to win him over. Yes, you heard me right. She does the chasing. We'll be talking about 3D Kanojo Real Girl and just how good it really is. Is it worth the watch?
Roll! Striker Sigma 5!
Welcome to Striker Sigma 5. Today we're going to be going over 3D Kanojo Real Girl. Is it worth the watch? Now the show currently has gone through the first season. It is into its second season. And I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of it first. So to start it off with, Tsutsui is a social outcast by every meaning of the word. He likes anime, he likes manga, he likes magical girls, and he likes 2D girls. So he is a social outcast. He has been since he's been in the school. Everybody knows him as the social outcast, and he has one friend who is also a social outcast who wears kitty ears. Yeah. So, Tsutsui is late to class one day, and his punishment for being late to class is that he has to go with Igarashi to clean out the pool. He doesn't like Igarashi because she has a reputation around the school that follows her, and he doesn't like it. He doesn't want to be around her. He doesn't want to be associated with her, but he has to clean the pool with her no matter what. So he goes to clean the pool with her, thinking that she won't show up, and turns out she's there before he is, cleaning the pool. She ends up saving him from a pretty embarrassing situation. He starts to see her in a different light, but he does not like socialization. He doesn't like being around people. He doesn't like having conversations unless it's with his homeboy. So when she does that, he doesn't know what to do. He's kind of weird, and the story progresses from there. So the story progresses. She falls for him, tries to make him fall for her. A lot of things happen here and there. You're going to have to watch the show to figure out what's going on. But what we're here to talk about today is it worth the watch? Now, this is not the only show to have this type of premise. There's another show with this premise. It is Hajimete no Gal. Now, I would say Hajimete no Gal is better than 3D Kanojo Real Girl because Hajimete no Gal, they have similar characters where they're both outcasts. However, the main character in Hajimete no Gal is a baller. Yes, you heard me. He's a baller. He might understand that he's a social outcast, but he just wants to look at the titties. Boy. That's all he cares about is the opie. He wants to get up in the girl's shirt. But slowly he starts to see her as she's not just a pair of titties. Boy. She's a girl that he needs to love and respect, and she falls for him sorta, and they kind of have like a little flirtation back and forth. That is not what Real Girl is. Real Girl, this is stupid. The main character is retarded. He befuddles me at every turn. He says things like, I didn't take her feelings into consideration because I didn't think that she really liked me. Even though she kissed him. It's befuddling, to say the least. I would say, in terms of main characters, he's pretty similar to the main character of Axel World. I don't know if anybody's ever watched it. I advise you not to. If you like it, I apologize. It's garbage. Hot garbage. Steaming garbage. It's New York garbage. It's on the floor and nobody wants to pick it up garbage. Like, that's how bad it is. It's terrible because of the main character. He is fat. That's not my issue. And he's a bitch. That's also not my issue. My issue is that he has no character progression. He literally, in one episode, I believe it's episode 19, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it's episode 19. He gets a secret ability that nobody else has, and he's like, I'm awesome. And then he gets the ability taken away, and he's like, I'm a bitch. And then he fights somebody and they're like, yo, you gotta do better, man. He's like, you're right. And then he gets punched in the face and he's like, but I suck. Like, literally in one episode, he flip-flops back and forth 4 times. And that is what Real Girl main character Tsutsui does. He is such a disappointment to men. He cannot keep it together. He treats her badly and then gets upset when she gets mad at him. He has a lot of issues, like he can't talk, he has problems socializing, and he almost makes it her problem. Like, he's like, oh, you know I have problems socializing, why would you do that to me? And it's just not cool. So in terms of main character, he's not the best, but there are more points, and I'm gonna pass it off to Rock to let him talk to him.
Yo, thanks Kev for letting me pop in on this 3D Kanojo Real Girl. I mean, everything he said for the most part is pretty true. But I'm here to tell you about the unique art style of the show. The art style, it's pretty aesthetically pleasing to say the least. I have a good time watching the show. Aside from the pros and cons of it, it's just an easy to watch show. I haven't watched the dub yet, so the unique art style is very I guess fairy-like. Sometimes you have the little white outlines of the show almost putting you in sort of like a dream state. It's very calming, it's very cooling. As far as the art style, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. It's not, too much to be praised, but then again, when you start to notice it, it does play a big part in the series and how it comes off to you. Moments in the anime, of course, in romance anime like this, there's going to be some comedic relief, and a lot of the comedic relief comes from Sutsune himself and just the awkward ways he reacts to certain situations. That's kind of mostly what this anime is playing off of. It's the whole gimmick of the anime. This dude has nothing to do with romance and relationships, and him being thrown into it by Igarashi is where the comedy mainly comes from. Seeing this, sort of nerd guy get this super hot girl who has a reputation around the school, and pretty much the comedy just plays off of that in itself, and then the romance comes naturally. So the supporting characters in the show play a big part. One of the reasons is because at the beginning they're really not there. Sutsune has a best friend with the cat ears, and he's just about as socially awkward as Sutsune. There is an enemy to Sutsune who sort of attacks him and attacks his relationship and tries to dismantle it, but the way some things play out, he sort of just becomes a cool guy. And he starts hanging out with the group like he was one of their friends. So dude's very forgiving in that aspect. Another one is there's a girl that comes in later on in the show, and this is where the supporting characters really start to, and build the anime up a lot more, because the supporting characters start falling for one another. So in this main plot where you have Igarashi and Sutsune, if you pay attention to the supporting characters, there's a subplot that develops between each of their relationships with each other, with Igarashi and Sutsune being the core of this friend circle. My final opinions on the show, or my opinions about the show, I like it. I don't like it for any particular reason. For me, it's one of those shows that I can just, sit down and vibe with, and, just something to have on my resume. I watch a lot of anime, and I've seen a lot of garbage ones and a lot of good ones, and then a lot of ones that just fall into that gray area that you're happy you watched, but you wouldn't exactly recommend to too many people. So honestly, it's one of those. If you're just looking for something to pick up to, spend some time and just, sort of hang out and watch it, it's a good one for that. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for kicking it back to me, Rock. So I could not agree more with his rating. I completely understand. It's not one that I'm recommending, but at the same time, it's not one that I'm going to condemn you for watching either. I say go for it. If you're looking for it to watch, go for it. Get in there. I would recommend you watch Hajimete no Gao over Real Girl, but if you like less ecchi, more relationship, go Real Girl. If you like more ecchi and relationship, go Hajimete no Gao. Kicking it back to Rock.
Yo, this is Striker Sigma 5 with Kev and Rock, man. We thank y'all so much for watching the video. Let us know if you liked it, and let us know if you found 3D Kanojo Real Girl off of this video, or you heard about it and just wanted to hear some reviews on it. We would love to hear your comments below. Please leave a like on the video. We got a lot more stuff coming, man. We are full of opinions about some of the anime that we've watched, and we're super passionate about it, man. We can't wait to get y'all some more videos. Links are in the description below. We hope to hear from y'all, man. Striker Sigma 5. Peace out.